In this video, I'll be going through the process of how I made this aluminum transition piece for an intercooler kit I designed. Here's the process of making these sand cores. A couple of molds I made 3D printed. This is the first one I made, and then I made one with a little bit of reinforcement here just to keep it stiffer, making sure that it doesn't shift when you're packing it. And I'm using some washed silica sand or industrial quartz, and I got measured out. This is the stuff, if you're curious. This I'm using some water glass or sodium silicate, just this style stuff. I threw it in a bottle so I could have it pre-measured. Not that crazy accurate of a way to do things, but get started. A little bit fast, but all right. Way better than hand mixing, though. I've mixed it with a beater, just a hand beater, a couple times, and that was just more than I wanted to do. So start scooping it in there. This is the first time I've used this new style mold, so you see it just packing down in the corners. Yeah, some of it will expand a little bit out when I push the core drill. So I just have a little piece of stainless steel tubing that's hollow and sharpened a little bit. And then I have a bushing in the bottom of this that I push this through. I'll throw a little bit of WD-40 on it too. Helps the... Then you probably don't want to do this with your good drill. You get this stuff in the inside of them and it tears them up pretty good. Okay, that's one. And then I just rigged this up. It's an old junky drill bit I had. There we go. All right, now we have some CO2. Fits right in the bottom of there, tight. And then I kind of cover the top to pressure, get kind of some of it to build up in there. I don't know a better way to do this. It might have some holes in this mold here, so the gases could go out towards the middle. But I honestly haven't had any troubles with it, so. Take that down a little bit more. I guess that clamp's a little bit wide. Okay. I've not used this one yet, so I'm not sure, not quite sure how this is coming apart. Have a little bit of patience with it, I guess. There we go. There that is. Okay. There we go. A little bit of extra flash on the sides. Not too bad. Let's take a look. Gonna rub off some of the pretty tough little things for this very short cure time. That one comes off a little bit easier. There we go. This one does a little bit better job. I don't know if it's because it's used a handful of times or... Now just clean it up and get this mixer back to my wife before she knows and see how it goes from there. Alright, here's the pattern that I'm going to be using. It's 3D printed. It's in 2 pieces. I split it, printed it right here. So it would be sitting in the printer like this, printing upwards, and then printing upwards from this one. Then I add some mounts I thought about afterwards. I should have printed them in the right as one piece. That would have been ideal, but can't get it right every time, I suppose. Acrylic coating. All right, put that on there. All right, I'm gonna throw in the risers. They used to be bigger. They used to be the full diameter, 1-inch diameter here, but I felt like it filled up the whole mold too slowly by having them so large. So ended up I guess I gotta go through go through my sand a little bit. I can see some little pieces of aluminum in it. This is the backing sand. It's been used pretty heavily. I usually take and run it through a sieve. All right, there's the other side. Screw in there. Facing sand. Oh, jeez. All right, pop some holes in the side for venting. The top side here. Very carefully. feel. Very crucial that that is lined up correctly, or it'll make a thin area. Throw it back together and hope for the best, right? There it is. So I got time to wait around with this thing. That's straight out of there. Just shook the sand off it. Turned out pretty good. I guess the now I see something. Yeah, that little pit there. But other than that. Alright, I just wanted to show the surface finish of the casting. This is right after just taking a little Scotch-Brite to it. I just basically shaved down the edges where the flash was, and where the vent holes were, and then but the rest of it's just touched up with a Scotch-Brite pad by hand. So you can see it doesn't look too bad. And then this is what it normally would look like. So this is the finished product of what a normal piece looks like. So yeah, just give you an idea. Yeah.